at 5, covering more news happening in Beaver County.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone. Water flowing from Fort Pitt Boulevard because of a water main break. Now, take a good look here. This is new video from downtown Pittsburgh. Our crew out there said it is just a mess out there, and someone who lives in the area told us the water is off. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Damani Lewis. If you have our Channel 11 News app and live in Allegheny County, you got an alert about this. But you want to bring in traffic expert Tricia Pittman with a look at how this is impacting drivers out there. Tricia.
Right now, Fort Pitt Boulevard is closed. Damani, Fort Pitt Boulevard between Stanwix and Market Street closed and expected to be closed throughout the evening commute as well. 10-inch water main break, we're being told. And at this point, they have the water shut off. But of course, repairs need to be made. So it could be quite some time until Fort Pitt Boulevard reopened between Stanwix and Market. You can see right now from our PennDOT camera that they do have that area blocked off. Earlier, water was lapping down over onto the Parkway East, so they had some PennDOT trucks blocking off the roadway on the approach to the Fort Duquesne Bridge and North Shore Expressway. Those vehicles have since been removed now that the water is off. But again, with those repairs, you want to avoid Fort Pitt Boulevard, scooch around to the other side of the Golden Triangle. Fort Duquesne Boulevard or the Interstate Connector adjacent to Fort Pitt Boulevard are your best alternate routes.
All right, Tricia, thank you. Into more breaking news now. A fire in McKees Rocks, we're told, is started on the second floor of a home on Bouquet Street. The call came in just before 9 this morning. At one point, the flames were shooting through the window there. Firefighters worked quickly to knock down the fire. They did call in for some extra help to get it under control. But right now, no one was hurt and everyone got out safely. The fire marshal is investigating. And unfortunately, we have a heartbreaking story here. A 2-year-old drowned. She was found in a backyard pool in Fayette County. This is just one of several drownings in our area this summer. Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca is looking into the troubling trend.
Sadly, this is not the first drowning we have heard of this summer. The most recent happened yesterday in Hopwood, Fayette County. A 2-year-old little girl drowned in a backyard pool. Police got the call around 3:30 in the afternoon. The child's name hasn't been released yet. Just last month, 2 other children drowned at their family's house in Uniontown. 3-year-old Hunter Smith and his 1-year-old brother Hayden died. And 3 weeks ago in Plum, Kanaya Mitchell drowned. Police tell Channel 11 her father left her and a little boy alone in a pool. He's charged with involuntary manslaughter and child endangerment. We are working on a story about home pool rules and regulations. You can look for that at Channel 11 News at 5. Reporting in Allegheny County, Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
An update for drivers and businesses on Route 51. Work to fix the road is done, at least for right now. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer was in West Mifflin all morning monitoring the process.
The water main break's been repaired for a while. You should be okay for the evening commute, but certainly morning commuters, well, they had to take away around this. You can see here, this stretch of 51, it closed entirely in the northbound direction. Crews had hoped to have everything back open by last night, but that didn't happen. Crews have made repairs ever since, though. The water main break, it happened around 5 yesterday morning. We brought it to you live as breaking news when the road started buckling and water started shooting onto Route 51 here between the Denny's restaurant and Mall Drive. 11 customers had no water or low water pressure, including the Denny's, which had to temporarily close. But crews worked into the afternoon and they did restore the water around 2. And Denny's was able to reopen. It's been back open today for everyone commuting later this evening. In West Mifflin, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
Pennsylvania America Water says final restoration on the road will start Monday. Traffic will be down to a single lane again between Mall Drive and Denny's. PA Water expects to have this done by mid-September. Well, switching gears now to weather. The humidity is going down, making for a nice, comfortable weekend, thankfully. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us now with the major change in the forecast. Scott, I had those windows open last night. It felt good.
I'm waiting for the first person to complain that it's too cool because it is stuck in the mid-60s right now. I'm not saying it's going to be you.
No.
Although you do like that 80 and 90 degree stuff. Live looking at downtown Pittsburgh right now. It is still cloudy. The clouds having a hard time breaking apart. They will continue to from northwest to southeast during the afternoon. Only 66 degrees right now. That dew point that Damani mentioned down into the 50s, so the air very comfortable. Still some showers into the mountains. Those are going to continue to scoot off. So afternoon looking pretty good with the showers leaving. And eventually by this evening, clouds beginning to part as well. Temperatures only making it in the low 70s today. I'm updating Storm Tracker for the rest of the day today. Plus talking about where it's going to drop into the 40s tonight. Full forecast coming up in about 12 minutes.
A man is recovering after being hit by a car in Brookline. It was just after 2 this morning when police were called to West Liberty Avenue and were told this started as a domestic argument near Senior Frogs. A woman got into her car to leave but didn't see the man behind her and hit him. Police say charges have not been filed. And breaking news on the trade war with China. Beijing is just unveiled a new round of tariffs on about $75 billion worth of U.S. goods. China will place tariffs of 5% or 10% on U.S. imports starting September 1st. That's according to a statement posted by China's finance ministry today. Last week, China said it would take countermeasures after the U.S. announced it would impose 10% tariffs on Chinese imports worth $300 billion. Well, President Donald Trump responded a short time ago calling on U.S. companies to consider alternatives to business in China. That's in response to new tariffs. Meanwhile, the president is on his way to France for this weekend's G7 summit. NBC's Carrie Welker reports.
This morning, President Trump is preparing to travel to the serene seaside resort in Biarritz, France, for his third G7 summit. But there's already diplomatic discord on the horizon. At the top of the list, the president is pushing for Russia to be readmitted to the group.
We spend a lot of time talking about Russia at those meetings, and they're not there. I think it would be a good thing if Russia were there, so we can speak directly.
But the summit host, French President Emmanuel Macron, is already pushing back, arguing Russia violated international law when it annexed Crimea in 2014 and can't be readmitted until there's progress. That's sure to be a hot topic when those two leaders meet. And all eyes will be on another meeting, the president's first face-to-face with Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson since he took office in July. Johnson is a pro-Brexit, outspoken populist leader who has often been compared to President Trump. Mr. Trump offering high praise.
So I spoke with Boris Johnson. I think he's going to be a great Prime Minister. I think he's going to do a fantastic job.
Other key topics at the summit will include recent provocations by Iran and North Korea and the economy, with fears of a global recession deepening. On Thursday, President Trump was asked if he's concerned about revelations job growth was slower than originally reported.
No, the job numbers have been really good. We have unemployment at a level that it hasn't been at for many, many years. Fantastic numbers. The economy has been really fantastic.
Work on Mount Nebo Road in Ohio Township will start on Monday. It will last until November. Work includes milling, paving, and drainage repairs. It will be done from 8 at night to 6 in the morning on weekdays. Drivers should expect short stoppages between Ardent Road and Lowry's Run Road. Well, new at noon, a new report found several local counties produced the most natural gas last year. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times say among the 67 counties in the state, 33 produced natural gas. That pushed production up by 14% compared to 2017. Washington County came in at number 2 for the most natural gas produced last year, followed by Butler County at number 8, Allegheny County at number 10, and Westmoreland County at number 11. The report showed despite the growth in production, the number of new wells being drilled in the second quarter of 2019 was the lowest for a 3-month period. The Trump administration wants to make it easier for doctors to know whether or not a patient has a history of addiction. The change is seen as a way to help providers keep patients off drugs where there has been a pattern of abuse. But as Channel 11's Jacqueline Fell explains, some groups warn that relaxing privacy laws could prevent some patients from receiving treatment.
Federal health officials argue, given the opioid crisis gripping the nation, doctors need to be able to share medical histories when appropriate. The Trump administration says this proposal will make it easier to share a patient's drug treatment history with doctors who are treating that person for another issue. It'll also help doctors who may have inadvertently prescribed powerful pain pills to someone, not knowing that they had a history of addiction. The Health and Human Services Secretary, Alex Azar, calls current privacy rules a barrier to safe and comprehensive care. He says under this proposal, a patient would still have to give consent to sharing information. Some advocacy groups worry loosening the rules too far could discourage patients from seeking treatment for addiction. They also argue patients could face stigma and discrimination at work, or it could hurt them when trying to get insurance if their treatment information is less private. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
The latest now, prosecutors say France is opening up an investigation into the rape of minor linked to the Jeffrey Epstein case. A statement just issued said the decision to open the investigation was based on elements transmitted to a prosecutor's office and exchanges with American authorities. No other details were released, but we know the investigation involved information regarding minors 15 years and older. Nearly 4,800 gallons of an unknown substance spilled into the Yaak River after a tractor trailer overturned. It happened last night on Douglas Run Road, not far from Nichols Hill Avenue in Elizabeth Township. According to our partners at the trip, the driver was flown to the hospital, and right now we're working to find out what exactly spilled. Well, 2 workers were hurt in a steam explosion at a steel plant in Latrobe. Thankfully, they're expected to be okay. All of this happened yesterday evening at Lehigh Specialty Melting on Gertrude Street.
I hear a big boom, and of course it's raining like this, so I thought it was thunder, so I didn't really pay any mind.
Wow, the fire chief said that there wasn't any fire, but there was some smoke in the building. Dozens of cats are doing much better this morning, but you can't say the same for their owners. The new charges a Beaver County couple is facing.
They were put in the room with their brother killer.
A mother in tears. Her boys came face to face with their brother's killer. Up next, how this happened while they were at school.
Plus, I'm pinpointing which neighborhoods are going to drop into the 40s by first thing tomorrow morning.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Mondays at 9 and 9:30, right here on the 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
New details about an animal abuse case in Beaver County. We first started following the story last week when humane agents removed more than 40 cats from this home in Ambridge. Now, 2 people, well, they are facing some hundreds of charges. Channel 11's Amy Hudak got a chance to check in on the cats.
41 cats piled high in cages fill an entire room at the Beaver County Humane Society. The cats are gentle, want to be held and cuddled, and don't make a peep. Given where they came from, this is remarkable.
From what I understand, the conditions were in that place. You would think that they would be afraid of humans and run away, but they actually run towards them.
41 cats, ages 16 weeks to 3 years, were rescued from the basement of this Beaver Road home after a tip from a neighbor thinking only 6 cats were inside. Humane officers say the conditions were horrific.
The ground is squishing underneath them as they're walking. The fleas are coming up and biting their ankles.
The homeowners, Joseph and Melissa Stickles, are facing over 400 charges, including nearly 90 felony counts of aggravated cruelty to animals. 3 cats were dead inside. No running water or electric. Flies and fleas infesting the house so badly the fire department had to condemn it.
And when we treated them, fleas were just dying off by the hundreds.
All 41 cats are now healthy and up to speed on their shots and ready for a second chapter.
Even though the staff wants to keep them, we're going to find them forever homes.
Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
And as you can imagine, the Humane Society says they are overcrowded. They still need kitten food, litter, and blankets, and all of the cats are available for adoption. Well, Walmart plans to reopen its store in El Paso, Texas, following the August 3rd mass shooting at the store. A Walmart spokesperson says the store will open in the next 3 or 4 months. Crews are expected to completely renovate the inside and will add a memorial honoring the victims of the attack.
22 lives were lost, and I don't think we should hide under the rug. But I do believe that we should continue standing strong, and this Walmart will be like the monument that we want to build.
22 people were killed and more than a dozen hurt when a gunman opened fire inside the store. The suspected gunman admitted to investigators he was targeting Mexicans. Now, this next story is just stunning. 2 boys returned to school to find out their substitute teacher was the person who killed their brother.
I put them in a safe place. I thought the school was safe.
Wow. The police in Nashville say the substitute admitted to shooting their brother while selling him marijuana. She claimed it was a self-defense.
They were put in the room with their brother killer and was tormented by this woman. It was wrong. She was never supposed to be around our children, around other kids, my kids, no kids at all.
The charter school gets substitutes from an outside agency. Well, Dick's Sporting Goods is delaying its decision on whether to keep selling guns. Now, we told you yesterday the company was considering the move after the recent mass shootings, but now they say it's too early to make a decision. Dick's did make changes after the mass shooting at Parkland High School last year. They stopped selling assault-style rifles, high-capacity magazines, and bump stocks. So what did that mean? What did that move mean for their bottom line? Well, Dick's third quarter numbers were released yesterday, and they had a strong third quarter and early success in cutting back gun sales. A brush fire in California has burned more than 600 acres and caused some damage there. Take a look here. The mountain fire is threatening 1,100 homes, not far from where the car fire burned last year. Students and staff from a nearby college were evacuated, as well as 4,000 residents. The fire is about 20% contained. There are no reports of anyone hurt.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Some of those late day showers and thunderstorms yesterday garnered some beautiful shots. Check out this from Sandy Kuiper in Imperial yesterday. See the rainbow. See the dark clouds off in the distance. The sun actually behind her. Getting that rainbow. The rain still falling in that area as that shot was taken. Just beautiful color on that one. A little bit of a double rainbow. You look in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Right now we still have some rain in the area. No rainbows, though. You don't get rainbows with the sun angle as high as it is right now. Your rainbows generally come first thing in the morning and late in the day because the sun angle is low enough it shoots through the raindrops and creates that prism effect. Let's go down into the mountains right now. Still moving off to the east, still some light showers. Morgantown, light showers into the mountains, a steadier rain once you head down toward Garrett County in southern Preston County. The clouds have hung tough. The cold front that passed through yesterday is kind of stalled out over West Virginia right now. Notice there are some breaks back to the west and to the north, so we will thin the cloud cover out from northwest to southeast as we go through the day. You folks in Newcastle have seen some brightening sky from time to time. Pittsburgh will get in on the act a little bit. Down into the southern parts of our viewing area, it's going to probably be sunset or shortly after before you start to see that break. Current dew points, that's that measure of moisture in the atmosphere. As the front is pushed to the south, the dew points have dropped into the 50s. That means the air feels light, feels refreshing today. I will admit, though, with the cloud cover out there and temperatures in the 60s compared to what we have had, it's noticeably cooler. I mean, I'm not minding it whatsoever, but you definitely notice it when you step out the door. We'll top out about 71 this afternoon with a little sunshine in the Pittsburgh area mixing in. So if you got plans late this afternoon, early this evening before sunset, take the sunglasses with you. Want to get the fire pit light lit tonight? Could be a good night for it. The wind's going to be light out of the north, so wind won't be an issue for the fire pit. And with the air dry, 60s are going to feel fairly cool tonight. Here's Storm Tracker this afternoon, kicking those showers well off and out of the area, so beautiful night in store tonight. 71 this afternoon, clouds and some sunshine, still some showers south into the mountains this afternoon. Then tonight, Pirates home against the Reds, 7:05 first pitch. Just a couple clouds, very comfortable, temperatures falling into the 60s. We're going to drop down to 50 in Beaver tonight, 54 in Pittsburgh, and 53 in Greensburg. Normal low temperature is 61. And notice a little bit of the blue shading showing up. Some of the valley areas, folks in Katanning, Ford City, probably dropping down to about 47, 48 degrees tonight. So those valley areas will definitely be a bit cooler. Tomorrow, gorgeous day. Plenty of sunshine, low humidity, nice northerly wind. North-northeast later in the day, and temperatures pushing into the mid-70s. 5-day forecast with a spectacular weekend in view. Mostly sunny on Sunday, 78 for the high temperature. Monday up to 79. Showers and thunderstorms return Tuesday with a high of 80 degrees. Damani?
Doesn't look too bad there, Scott. Well, be sure to check out the WPXI streaming app. We'll have constant updates on the forecast and today's top stories. And you can find it right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Just search WPXI. Well, Americans get nearly 5 billion robocalls a month. But there's another new push to fight back. Why authorities think this time they'll be successful. And signs of hope, the overwhelming response a family has gotten in their quest to save a life.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Well, 12 major phone companies are teaming up with every state attorney general to fight illegal robocallers. Well, those companies include AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint. They will now have a call blocking service at no cost. The new technology makes sure calls are valid, and they will watch for robocall traffic. If they find anything, they will work with police and the AG to track down the source of the robocall.
We want to save Americans' savings. We want to save their money. We want to save their identity, and that's what today is about.
The phone companies have been working to roll out the call blocking technology for a while now and make it free to all, but it's going to take time to block the calls, and getting rid of all of them may never happen. Well, some big changes are coming to the Meadows Racetrack and Casino. The Pittsburgh Business Times reports several large sections of the casino are being closed for renovations. The changes are being made so the casino can open its first sports book. Well, the state gaming board will still need to approve the changes, and there's still a $10 million fee before the sports book can be opened. Well, it shocked the city. The Three Rivers Regatta canceled days before it was supposed to start. Only Target 11 is getting a better idea of just how many people may have been duped.
Certainly not water weather today on cloudy skies, cool temperatures. I'm tracking when the clouds are going to break in your neighborhood.
From cleanings to surgeries, local volunteers are giving free dental work to patients in need. Events like this happen across the country, but Pittsburgh is different.
It's the people of Pittsburgh that really make it special.
You're going to walk out of here better.
Brightening smiles across our city makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
Andy Williams Show every weekday at 11, right here on Channel 11.
Well, back to breaking news in downtown Pittsburgh. Take a look here. A water main break created a huge mess on Fort Pitt Boulevard. Our crew talked to someone who lives in that area, and they said the water is off right now. The inbound portion of Fort Pitt Boulevard is closed to traffic. Work is expected to last until 7 o'clock tonight. Well, the Three Rivers Regatta cancellation took everyone by surprise. Now, only 11 found out the investigation into the organizer is growing. Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto says about a dozen vendors claim the promoter never paid them.
Other vendors that have contacted the city saying that they had not been paid as well.
Well, the mayor says this is on top of what they owe the city police department for services. Here's Target 11's Rick Earl.
It goes beyond just the non-payments to the Pittsburgh police. Other vendors that have contacted the city saying that they had not been paid as well.
Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto now says as many as a dozen more vendors have reached out to the city, claiming they too haven't been paid by the Three Rivers Regatta promoter Derek Weber. Last month, just days before the event, the Regatta Board canceled all the festivities because they said Weber failed to get liability insurance and hadn't paid bills. The board said Weber misled them and showed them reports that items had been paid.
You know, the board has a fiduciary duty, but I don't hold the board at blame. I mean, there were falsified reports, it appears, that they were being given, and they were not aware of it until the week before.
The mayor said the city was never paid $28,000 for police services for the past 2 years, and the state is owed $7,000 for the use of Point State Park during the 4th of July. Pittsburgh police have now launched an investigation into Weber and his company Lionheart Event Group. Sources tell Channel 11 News that the feds also looked at the case, but have now decided not to pursue it.
Well, that was Rick Earl reporting. While Pittsburgh police launched a criminal investigation, the district attorney said he hasn't been asked to look at it yet. Right now, this line of fire continues to burn through the Amazon rainforest. Check it out here. Now, wildfires in eastern Bolivia have burned more than 1 million acres. That's roughly the size of Delaware. New satellite images from space captured a large cloud of smoke moving across South America. Environmental organizations have also warned of damage to 500 animal species. Well, a big change in the forecast. Temperatures feel more comfortable, thankfully. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh is tracking those temperatures for us in Severe Weather Center 11. Scott.
Big drop off from yesterday by about 10 to 15 degrees across much of the area. We're only in the mid-60s for most locations right now, including 66 degrees in Pittsburgh, 67 in Beaver. Greensburg still at 64 degrees. Storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, last of the rain showers heading through the mountains of West Virginia, Maryland right now. A couple still into Somerset County. So cloud cover going to hang tough for the next couple of hours in the Pittsburgh area, and eventually it will erode away. There's that temperature change over the last 24 hours with that cold front pushing to the south and those clouds hanging tough this afternoon. Only making it back to 71 for a high today. We'll start to see some increasing amounts of sunshine as we go through the day, and I think most of you are going to like the weekend forecast. Take you hour by hour through the weekend. Coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, heads up for drivers this weekend. There are 3 projects all on the Parkway West in different areas. Tricia Pittman is here breaking it down.
Heads up if you travel to and from the Parkway West this weekend. There is going to be a closure of the ramp that takes you from the west end to the Parkway West outbound, 7 p.m. Friday through 4 p.m. Monday. And that means the traffic is going to have to continue down 51 to the jug handle at Woodruff and come back around to access the Parkway West outbound. Now, in addition to that, there will be bridge inspection work around the West Busway in Carnegie. That's 6 a.m. to noon, Saturday and Sunday, and additional work being done out in the area of 2230 out toward Campbell's Run. Work being done Saturday night, not on Sunday, but then again Monday through Thursday evenings overnight. Tricia Pittman, Channel 11 News.
Pittsburgh police officer Calvin Hall's memory is living on with the help of his brothers in blue. The department posted this photo to Facebook asking for more blood donations in Officer Hall's name. So far, 192 units have been collected. Officer Hall was off duty when he was shot last month in Homewood. He died from his injuries. Officer Hall's family and co-workers are encouraging people to donate blood in his honor at any Vitalant Pittsburgh area location. The blood drive is open to the public through August 31st. Well, brand new details on the spread of the West Nile virus. New cases are popping up right in our area. We got this map from the state's West Nile Control Program. Take a close look here. Now, if your county is in the red, well, that means mosquitoes have tested positive. In fact, several new cases were reported just this week. Allegheny County leads the area with 7, followed by Beaver, Lawrence, and Greene counties. So far, no human cases are reported in the state. Well, Butler County is on track to have a new voting system for the November election. Now, our partners at Butler Radio report the county election board voted earlier this week to look for companies to print 50,000 ballots. The county has a new paper-based voting system because of a statewide mandate. Well, a man is in a fight for his life. He's looking for a liver donor, and his niece is doing all she can to help. Channel 11's Shelley Boards has the family's message.
Honestly, I think we can all describe it as one of the craziest 24 hours of our lives.
When Emily Beam got the idea to make a homemade sign asking strangers to ultimately help save her Uncle Jim's life, no one could have imagined the outcome.
It's actually very uplifting.
Jim Urjevec has been living with a rare liver disease, primary sclerosing cholangitis, for 8 years. It wasn't until last week, though, he was put on the liver transplant list.
The liver's functioning properly right now, but it's just the blockages come on so fast that you can't plan or really do anything.
Jim has been in and out of the hospital the last few months with infections. Unable to work or do much else, doctors told him his best option was to find a living donor now.
I did personally want to be a donor, but our blood types don't match. So then we, had to start looking elsewhere.
That's when his niece Emily jumped into action.
What else can I do to take action in this situation?
She took her homemade sign to last night's Pirate game and made it on the Jumbotron. Since then, the family says they have gotten an overwhelming response from people asking how they can help.
I just feel so blessed that I get to help my Uncle Jim in this way, because truly, when I say that he is just one of the most deserving people that you can meet, I mean that with all of my heart.
We're not worried because we're, again, like she said, our faith is strong, and we sleep good at night.
Well, that was Shelley Boards reporting. Now, if you want to help Jim out, you can find a link right on our website at WPXI.com to see if you are a match. Well, a man is facing charges after police say he robbed the Isley's company store. According to police, Matthew Retch went to the store yesterday on East Ohio Street and demanded money. He told employees he had a gun and would shoot them. Well, he took off with cash but was arrested just a few blocks away. Well, a local park vandalized the message police are sending after arresting 3 people for the crime. And getting kids to school safely, we have the new push to add seatbelts as part of our back-to-school coverage.
school forecast every morning on Channel 11 Morning News.
Vandals target a local park. Police say they arrested 3 people for causing $16,000 in damage. Check it out here. Police tell Channel 11 they noticed the graffiti last week at Butler Park. We spoke to a man who visits the park daily to help clean up the mess.
The kids come down here and they just destroy things. I don't know why.
Well, police are ramping up patrols in the area. Scary moments here for passengers on a Hawaiian Air flight when the cabin just filled with smoke. Check this out here. Wow, passengers noticed the smoke about 20 minutes before they were expected to land in Honolulu yesterday. The plane made an emergency landing and first responders jumped on board.
We came by with some wet cloths for everyone to breathe through with the smoke because it was really getting thick.
7 passengers were taken to the hospital. Hawaiian Airlines says the smoke was caused by a problem with the engine. The NTSB has been called in to investigate. And as kids head back to school, one group wants to make sure buses are safer. They're pressuring Congress to require seat belts. After investigations into deadly bus crashes, the NTSB recommends belts on all new buses. Only 8 states make it mandatory. Pennsylvania is not one of them. And we're getting a look at new school bus crash tests. Belted test dummies remain in their seats. Others were tossed around, slamming into seat backs and other students.
Every school bus driver is entrusted with the lives of young children, middle school children, high school children. We want these drivers to be some of the safest on the road.
Well, the American School Bus Council says kids are safe on buses without seat belts. Well, if college itself wasn't expensive enough, how about textbooks? Our consumer advisor will explain the best way to save money as students get ready to head back to class.
Last of the shower is kicking out right now. I'm tracking how much of your weekend is going to be dry.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. School with Channel 11 Morning News. Have a great year.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Well, looking to get away? Well, you could be in luck today. It's National Cheap Flight Day. An online travel agency says airfares are at their lowest rate from now through mid-September. Experts, however, note airfare prices are unpredictable and can pop up at any time. Well, Apple is reportedly planning to unveil 3 new iPhones in a few weeks. That's according to Bloomberg. You can expect 2 new Pro models. Those will replace the iPhone XS and XS Max. Apple is also likely to release updated iPads and MacBook Pros this fall. Well, if you're a parent of a college student or a student yourself and you're looking for ways to cut costs this year, our consumer advisor Clark Howard says where you buy your textbooks is key.
You know, if college wasn't expensive enough, when you look at the cost of textbooks, it just blows your mind. But there are so many ways you can beat the price. You know probably about used books. A lot of people get through classes with them, and that lowers the price some. But if you have to buy new textbooks, I want to tell you about a couple of ways you can save money doing that. Have you ever heard of Chegg? Chegg is a source that has cheaper textbooks. And from Amazon, many times English language textbooks are much cheaper, as much as half off the cost of Amazon.com if you go to Amazon's site in Britain, amazon.co.uk. I have a guide to the cheapest ways to get college textbooks, new and used, for you at Clark.com. Check it out. I'm Clark Howard.
Thanks a lot, Clark, and you can see more from Clark Howard right on our streaming app. Just search for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Well, inspirational messages greeted Penn Trafford students when they returned to class this week. Check out this bright, colorful spray paint on bathroom stalls at Sunrise Elementary. They say things like, be a buddy and not a bully. And why fit in when you were born to stand out? They came up with the plan after seeing the idea on Pinterest. And don't forget, you can find special content in the back-to-school section of our website right there, WPXI.com, from how parents can make back-to-school routines less stressful to how Ryan Shazier surprised some local students, a local student athlete this week.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
The temperatures much cooler than they have been, and we're really not going anywhere much of the rest of the day. 66 right now in Pittsburgh, 64 Franklin, 66 Butler. Now, the rain in the cloud cover has been holding really tight to the southeast into the mountains. So I wanted to show you the temperature currently at Deep Creek Lake, officially it's Oakland, Maryland. I wanted to show you the temperature down there because keep in mind, this is still August. It is currently 52 degrees right now at Deep Creek Lake. Snow for the Wisp Ski Resort tonight. I'm just kidding. Not tonight. But, boy, 52 degrees on an August afternoon with clouds and rain down in that area. You can see the rain on live storm tracker, Doppler 11 radar. Still that rain. There's Deep Creek Lake right there. A lot of folks spend the weekends there. Wisp is right there. Oakland, Maryland's right there. So this whole stretch just cold today by even standards for late September, let alone the latter part of August. Visible satellite, we're trying to erode away the cloud cover. We'll start to brighten the sky up a little more from northwest to southeast, and that will help with the temperature a little bit today, although I don't think we're going to go much above 71 degrees in Pittsburgh as the sun will continue to break out. By 8 o'clock tonight, pretty good. Some sunshine, 69 degrees. Our high temperature today right at about 5 o'clock, and we'll probably stay stationary 5, 6, 7 o'clock tonight as the sun continues to break out. Here it is on Storm Tracker, 3 p.m. Still some lingering showers to the south. There goes the cloud cover. Pretty decent evening, no matter what your plans are this evening, whether you're going to one of the Week 0 high school football games tonight. Don't forget, we'll have expanded highlights tonight on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. Maybe the Pirates game tonight, or maybe you just want to sit out on the back deck. Nice, cool August evening. Rest of the day today, clouds, some sunshine. Showers still south toward the mountains for the next couple of hours. 71 for the high temperature today. Tonight, a few clouds. 54 for the overnight low. Normal low temperature for this time of the year, 61. That 54 is for the city of Pittsburgh. Many of the valley areas going to drop off into the upper 40s tonight. And then tomorrow and Sunday, 100% of the weekend is going to be dry. Matter of fact, at times it'll be hard to even find a cloud. Saturday, mostly sunny, 76 for the high temperature. Overnight low Saturday night back down to 56 degrees. So great sleeping weather the next couple of nights. Sunday, mostly sunny. We push it up to 78 for those high temperatures. Stay slightly below normal right through the weekend. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Mostly to partly sunny on Monday. We'll see a few more clouds, especially late in the day. High temperature Monday, 79 degrees. And then Tuesday, will start to trigger a couple scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Not looking at a whole lot of rain, though, on Tuesday. It'll be really hit and miss stuff with a high temperature Tuesday of near 80 degrees. Damani?
Scott, thanks a lot. Well, an Alabama man is making it his mission to help others. Coming up, the local stop to our area to help a veteran.
Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
Well, breaking right now, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin says Ben Roethlisberger will start at quarterback for the Steelers preseason game against the Titans on Sunday night. Coach Tomlin just stepped to the mic to talk to the press here. Here's more of what he had to say.
It'll be our first time playing in a hostile environment, playing against someone outside the confines of Heinz Field. So I'll be excited about watching us execute under those circumstances and the things that go along with it, silent counts and things of that nature.
All right, we'll have more Steelers coverage and break down Tomlin's comments on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock. And remember, you'll see the Steelers and the Titans game right here on Channel 11 Sunday night at 8 o'clock, followed by 11 at 11 and the Subway Final Word. An act of kindness can go a long way, and it certainly has for an Alabama man traveling the country mowing lawns for free. Rodney Smith is the founder of Raising Men Lawn Care Service. They provide free lawn care to the elderly, disabled, single moms, and veterans. Yesterday, he cut the lawn for a Pittsburgh veteran, and he included Pittsburgh police officers to help him out.
My goal is to someday have all law enforcement office departments have one of these lawnmowers and use it as community policing.
Smith traveled to Ohio and finished his day in Detroit. Well, it's only August, but the city of Pittsburgh is already preparing for Christmas. The Forestry Division is looking for Pittsburgh's 104th Christmas tree. It has to be a 40 to 60 foot tall evergreen. City crews will pick it up and deliver it to the city-county building. And if you have one that fits the bill and you're willing to donate it, give the city a call. Well, that's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5, and you can get breaking news updates anytime right on your streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Have a great Friday and weekend, everyone.